Hey, what's up guys? John here, back from another trip with Volunteer Southern Africa. As you already know, or as the name suggests, Volunteer Southern Africa has many different volunteer programs around the southern part of the African continent. But now in an effort to help as many animals as possible, VSA is expanding into other parts of Africa. A few months ago, we did a contest where you guys watching this at home could win a free volunteer experience and join me at the new program.
After being notified that I won, I was very excited. I was so excited that I cried.
I still kind of can't believe I'm here right now, actually being able to see these animals in person.
So this newest program comes to you from a place called Pejeta Conservancy, and it's located in Kenya. Pejeta is a 90,000-acre non-profit wildlife conservancy. It has the largest black rhino sanctuary in all of East Africa, and it's home to the last male northern white rhino in existence. As I've mentioned before on this channel, rhino poaching on the African continent is at an all-time high. In some parts of the world, they have these ancient false beliefs that rhino horns can cure cancer. And since rhino horns are worth more than gold, diamonds, and platinum in some areas, poachers will go to great lengths to brutally murder these amazing animals. Rhino poaching has become so rampant that certain subspecies have already been declared extinct. So at this project, you help take care of the animals, and you work closely with the anti-poaching and canine unit. So day one, we arrived at the new project, and myself and all the contest winners were really excited. We started out the trip with a game drive, and we got to see a bunch of animals living free in the wild.
Stopped on the side of the road to catch some southern white rhinos. There's a baby far off in the distance. I'm so excited to be able to see them. We saw tons of animals. We were fortunate enough to see 3 of the big 5 30 minutes into our game drive. We also saw the reticulated giraffe, which was totally cool. I've never seen a giraffe in person.
And then we saw the 2 lions.
Yeah, the 2 lions, definitely.
Which we were really excited and happy about because they were literally like 20 feet away from our bus. Seeing the lions in the wild was really cool because I've only seen them in the zoo, and to actually be out here and see them in their natural habitat is just very awesome. It makes me feel really special that I got to witness and experience something that many people probably won't or don't take the chance to. Not only that, but because there are wild animals, it's totally different than seeing them in the zoo or seeing them behind bars. It's exhilarating.
I've worked with a lot of different animals before, but never chimpanzees, and Pejeta provides refuge to chimps who can't live in the wild. It's unfortunate that these animals can't be in the wild, but sadly in today's world, there's not a whole lot of wild left, and places like this are the safest place for them. We learned so much about chimps and what we can do to help chimps both in captivity and in the wild. Good morning guys. So today I'm very excited for what we're about to do. We are working with the anti-poaching unit, and we're going to be doing some close work with them today.
So right now we just arrived at the facility with the dogs that they train to search and also hunt poachers. We're going to be cleaning their enclosures.
We are here at the anti-poaching canine unit, busy cleaning their enclosures. It looks like the boys are the lazy ones in this group because they're all playing with the dogs, and the girls are the ones that are cleaning the enclosures.
So right now we're here with some puppies. They're learning how to track. So some of us are going to play bad guys and they have to run down here, and then the puppies have to come find us.
Some of the puppies are in training, so they're not all the way there yet, but they did manage to catch us. We experienced so many amazing things on this trip, but some of the things that stuck out to me the most was the community work that we did. On one of the days we went out into the local community, we got to see how some of the people live in the nearby villages. We also went to a school and spent time with some children. Some of them were orphaned and living at the facility, some of them had really sad stories, but it's incredible just to see how much those kids still smile and how happy they still are regardless of how much or how little they may have. All of that was incredible and so special, but I have to say the one thing that stood out to me the most was getting to meet Sudan. Sudan is a male northern white rhino, and he is the last one of his kind. There are 2 other females at the property, but he is the last male in existence. I've heard stories about animals dying out and becoming extinct, but this was on a whole new level. When you're standing in front of this massive creature and you're looking directly into his eyes, that's real. You can hear stories about this, you can see posts on Facebook, but when you're actually there, touching this animal with your own hands, knowing that he's the very last one of his kind, it really hits you that poaching is real, extinction is a real thing. Knowing that these creatures are essentially extinct, it's hard not to feel something, it's hard not to have a visceral reaction to that, especially knowing that human beings are the ones who've contributed so heavily to that. These animals are too old to breed, but right now they're in the process of attempting one last artificial insemination. This is going to be one last desperate attempt to save a dying species. It's times like this when you realize this is why programs like this are so important. Waking up in a beautiful lodge, seeing an incredible sunset, and hearing the lions roaring in the morning, all those things are wonderful. But at the end of the day, we're here for conservation, and I think seeing Sudan in the flesh, that really drove the point home for me, the real reason to do these programs. Society as a whole, we've been too complacent for too long. We need to start doing what we can to save endangered animals. We need to start making positive changes. And the time to act is now.